the migrants are worried, no? When especially the first timers, no, they feel worried, and they are when they go, for example, in the Middle East, no, they don't know what to expect there, and there are a lot of news about household service workers or domestic helpers being maltreated, no, or raped. So our Mother of Perpetual, when they go to our church, they find comfort. No? They feel secured. Most of them would have the novena booklet on their wallet when they travel to the foreign lands, you know, to other countries. This serves some kind of, they give the booklet serve as provide them a feeling of security, and then most of them also would pray the novena, because our novena is online, no? So they can pray the novena simultaneously with the thousands of devotees praying in the national shrine every Wednesday. So it is some kind of a special connection, no? They long, when they go abroad, they long for their motherland, no, the Philippines, but they also long, no, to be protected by our Mother of Perpetual.
Tell me something personally. What is
I was a former seminarian, a former Redemptorist, and I was a devotee before when I was studying college. After first year college, I was attending vocation retreats facilitated by a Redemptorist priest, and he introduced the icon of our Mother Perpetual Help. We have a retreat about the icon, and during that time, my vocation grew because of my devotion to our Mother of Perpetual Help. So after that, I entered the seminary, finished philosophy, and after 1 year of theology, I left. But I work with street children. I work with prostituted women because it means the mission meant a lot to me. So after that, after 13 years of working with desperate people, I was offered the job of vocation promoter by the Redemptorists here in Baclaran Church. So I worked as a vocation promoter for 10 years, and then before being transferred to the position of the coordinator of the Migrant Center. Yes. I have I met a woman from Batangas City. She was paralyzed. She worked in Dubai as a domestic helper, employed by a princess, and then she accidentally fell, and then she was paralyzed. Then she went home, and she asked. We have a migrant center, so she asked the help of the center. How can we help her? And then, first of all, we talked to her. What is her concern? And then she told us that she had a case with against her agency, and it's running for more than a year now, and she is not able to receive the compensation her money claims. And so we helped her. I accompanied her to the Philippine Overseas Employment Office, and then we talked with the legal department, the head of the legal department, so that her case would be facilitated. And then we also talked with labor officials, and then we were able to win the case. And the agency paid her 820,000. So she was able to build her house, start some kind of a business, and also she spent some of her money for hospitalization because she developed several sickness because of her paralysis. So now she is recovering from her sickness and starting a new life because of the help. I also serve as a paralegal officer of the program. So I go to different offices, file cases, and we are happy that our life was changed because of our service. Another story? Happy story? Yeah, okay. We were able also to meet a lot of people, walk-ins, who would like to ask about their about our services. There is a family in Saudi Arabia. The woman, her husband died, and because of that, they had been left roaming. She has 2 children, and they were left roaming in the streets I think it's in Jubail, in Saudi Arabia, and then they want to go home, and so the brother of her husband went to the center to help him facilitate their return to the Philippines. And then I went to the Department of Foreign Affairs. I wrote a letter so that they would be able to help me. And then the Department of Foreign Affairs, especially the Office of for the Undersecretary of Migrants Affairs, directed the embassy to help the return of the family, because the family is composed of the mother and 2 children, age 2-year-old and 5-year-old. So with constant communication,